What they thought, Vinnie, was is since the girl died in the case, they thought that they would shake a $25,000 settlement out of one of the insurance companies for the car because there was a
They had
deceased.
two chances at it. It's just fascinating to me the way the people's minds work sometimes.
Yep.
They just see dollar signs. And welcome back to another episode of True Stories from a Real Private Eye. I'm your host, Vinnie Coppola. With me, as always, is Lynn Lambdin, a real private investigator right here in Atlanta, Georgia. Thank you so much for being here. If this is your first time listening to the podcast, thanks for giving us a shot. We do appreciate it. What do you got for us today, Lynn?
Well, Vinnie, how you doing today, my friend?
I'm doing good, man. Once again, can't complain.
Yeah,
Every day above ground is a good day, as they say in Scarface.
well, I kind of agree with that. Always happy to be alive.
Yeah.
Well, Vinnie, this is I've been thinking about it. This is a kind of a sad case. But more than it being sad, it's just shows you how bad and how stupid the drivers are in Atlanta.
Okay.
So this happened on Memorial Drive right out near Covington Highway.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, that right there at that intersection, right before Memorial Drive. I guess Memorial, this would be westbound on Memorial Drive right before Covington Highway.
Okay.
So it's a 4-lane, and there's a turning lane in the middle. And our client was traveling west. It was a Sunday morning. Our client was headed to church, and they were following another car, and they were about 2 or 3 car lengths behind the car in front of them. And a impatient driver, 19 years old, female, had her 2 babies in the car.
Uh-oh.
A 2.5-year-old and a 1.5-year-old in the back seat. They was not in car seats, and they were not buckled up.
Uh-oh.
And she decided that she's going to make a turn and cross over traffic. And the 2 cars are approaching, and she's going to make a turn, and she turns in front of the first car. And there's only 3 cars on the road. Her going east and the 2 cars coming west. And she couldn't wait, and she turned in front of the 2 cars. And when she turned, the first car hit her car, and her car spun. And when it spun, the second car hit her in the driver's side door, killed her instantly.
Oh, no.
19 years old. We represented the driver of the second car that hit her and killed her.
Okay.
And her 2 babies survived. Her 1.5 and her 2.5-year-old survived. Her mother, the 19-year-old, sued our client and the first car. And we were lucky because at the particular location, there were a gas station there that had video that caught the accident.
Of her turning into the...
the
oncoming traffic, yeah.
Yeah. Vinnie, if she would have waited 2 seconds,
Yeah.
both cars would have cleared. This was a Sunday morning. No traffic, none.
Yeah.
And she would have been alive today.
How long ago was this?
5 years ago.
So it was very possible that she was texting, wasn't paying attention.
Very possible.
Yeah, very possible. Do you think it was impatience, or do you think it was just ignorance or texting or something like that?
Vinny, from what I see in this business every day of my life, I see people making those type of turns. I see people making right-hand turns from the left lane and left turns from the right lane. You'll be driving down the interstate. There'll be a car in the left-hand lane, and they'll get right up on their exit and they'll shoot across 5 lanes of traffic and try to make a exit. I think it's just stupidity.
Yeah. Stupidity.
Entitlement.
Yeah. Yeah.
The fact that
I think nothing's going to happen to them.
The fact that she didn't have her kids in car seats at 1.5 and 2.5 is a clear. It's a clear indication that it was stupidity.
Yeah, you're right about that. They had to get hurt if they were hit and the car spun. They had to get hurt a little bit.
Oh, they were hurt.
Yeah.
They were banged and bruised up.
Yeah.
I don't know how bad they were hurt because we didn't represent them. I know that they were both taken away by ambulance, but the 19-year-old girl's mother sued our client and the driver of the other vehicle, and
who was representing the other vehicle?
I have no idea. We didn't.
She didn't win the case because they have video footage.
Yeah, she didn't win the case. Matter of fact, we won the case. We won and collected from her insurance for our client.
Nice.
We collected from the deceased girl's insurance for our client.
Yeah.
I mean, that's hard and that's bad to say, but we actually collected.
Well, she turned in front of them.
Yeah,
she was at fault.
Yeah.
Tragically, it killed her. But that's, I mean, the law is the law.
The law is the law.
Right. Yeah.
She basically caused her own death.
Yeah.
I mean, our client had nothing to. Our client actually slammed on the brakes when he seen her turn and get hit. And when her car spun, when you seen the video, when she turned out there and the car hit, her car just started spinning. And our client just dead centered her right in that door. I mean, it was just like a perfect. Our client did kind of veer. He tried to turn off the road. Our client, when they were both, it was two lanes going in each direction, and they were directly behind each other in the same lane, and our client veered off to the right to try to get off of the road to miss the whole thing. And unfortunately, she shot to the right in front of our client, and our client hit her. I guess if our client would have went to the left, but if he would have went to the left, he would have went into oncoming traffic, but which there was no traffic coming at the time.
Right.
But how do you gauge that?
For sure.
I mean, you're just trying to avoid that first collision. Our client had no way of knowing where the wreck was going to go, where the momentum was going to carry the wreck.
Right.
He was an elderly guy. He was probably 70 at the time. Him and his wife were going to church. They were just as harmless as they could be. The guy felt bad. It actually broke his thumb.
Oh, man.
Because when he was holding onto the steering wheel, he had both hands on the steering wheel, and when the airbag blew, it blew and broke his thumb.
Oh, man.
So, and he said if it wouldn't have broke his thumb, he wouldn't have even called an attorney.
Right.
But when her mother sued them to try to collect, he couldn't get his doctor bills paid for.
Right.
So he had to do something.
I don't blame him.
I don't blame him either.
Yeah.
So, but think of the arrogance of the dead girl's mother to go and hire an attorney after seeing the video.
Opportunistic behavior, man. Oh, this is going to get me paid.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, that's America. That's, you know, people in this country, you know, I mean, it's funny how quickly they see lawsuits, you know,
Yeah.
and they don't think them through. How much, you know, like they don't think through, like, well, wait a minute, when, you know, my daughter turned into traffic, I might really not have a case here. You know, they don't even think about that. They just see money. They see it. Let me ask you this. How much, this probably wasn't a lot of work for you. I mean, you probably interviewed the guy, you probably went over to the site, you looked, talked to the people. Oh, there's a camera here. Fuck it, it's over. I got this. Right?
Actually, I didn't do much on this case at all, Vinny. I went and interviewed the client, interviewed the other party involved. They were only one person.
Were they receptive? Were they like, no, fuck you, we're not talking to you?
No, they were very receptive.
Yeah, because they thought they had a case.
Well, the when I say the other party involved, I'm talking about the
the first car.
The first car.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yes, it was a man. He was very receptive. As a matter of fact, what I did was I interviewed him. I put together an affidavit. I had him sign it, and that was all. That was all I did on the case. Pull the police report, and the case pretty much proceeded from there.
Did you talk to the 19-year-old girl's mother at all?
No. Yeah. She had already lawyered up, so therefore everything had to go through their law firm. So I wasn't allowed to talk to her. I did try to locate some witnesses, which Sunday morning we knew there wasn't going to be many witnesses out there. And the guy even told me, he said we were the only 3 cars on the road, said there were no cars anywhere. And when we watched the video, there were no cars passing. There were nothing, nobody to be seen. I did talk to the people who were working that morning at the gas station there. And they said, we didn't see anything. We heard it. We went out, said that's all. So we don't know who caused
this didn't even go to court. This was just.
Yes, correct.
Yeah, this was thrown out. This was like the judge was like, "Don't waste my time with this."
Here's the part that bothers me, Vinny. Mm-hmm. The law firm that represented the deceased girl's mother should have told her she had no case.
This episode is brought to you by Simple Funding LLC. For all of your pre-settlement funding needs, contact Simple Funding LLC to receive your money promptly. They're a customer-centric legal funding company that provides exceptional funding solutions at affordable rates. Simple Funding covers a diverse range of cases, including car accidents, slip and falls, worker compensation, medical malpractice, wrongful death, and more. They recognize that life goes on and you need to access your funds immediately, which is why they offer clients a swift and efficient process with minimal documentation requirements. For more information, visit simplefundingllc.com or contact them directly at 678-855-6232.
He should have said, you have no case, and if I file this lawsuit, then I'm filing a frivolous lawsuit. And he should have been, he should have had to pay for everybody else's time involved in this for moving forward with a frivolous lawsuit.
Yeah, but he wasn't required to?
No. There's no such thing as loser pays in the state of Georgia.
There's no such thing as loser pays?
No.
Well, then it's either insurance company pays or nothing?
Well, exactly. Like you can sue anybody in the state of Georgia. They can say you can sue a ham sandwich in the state of Georgia.
Right.
Yeah.
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 And loser doesn't pay. Well, then how do those court? I mean, if it does go to court, how do those court fees and all that stuff get paid for?
Well, when you file a lawsuit, you pay the filing fee.
Okay.
So whoever the plaintiff is has to pay the filing fee.
Oh, of course. Well, that makes sense. The defendant shouldn't have to pay for a filing fee. He's like, hey, I didn't do it.
Yeah. So if Vinnie Coppola sues somebody, Vinnie Coppola files a lawsuit and he pays the $250 filing fee, or whatever the filing fee is for that particular court. And
this woman, this mother, of this 19-year-old girl, she had to pay something.
No, the attorney who took her case paid the filing fee for her.
And you don't think that he went back to her and said, "Hey, give me my money, man"?
No. These big law firms that you see on TV every day, they what they thought Vinnie is since the girl died in the case, they thought that they would shake a $25,000 settlement out of one of the insurance companies for the car because there was a
deceit.
They
had 2 chances at it.
Yep.
Yeah, they had 2 chances at it. Did she have to pay twice?
No.
Because it was too.
Oh, she had to. Well, actually, it was. I'm not sure, but it was probably a state minimum insurance policy, which was $2,550, and which means that it was a $50,000 policy, but there were 3 people involved, which means that 3 people would have had to split the $50,000 if the other party filed. I don't know if the other car filed or not. I have no clue. I didn't ask him when I interviewed him. I didn't ask him if he had planned on filing or not.
Fascinating. It's just fascinating to me the way the people's minds work sometimes.
Yep.
They just see dollar signs. You know? They see dollar signs. I'm going to get paid. I'm going to sue your ass. You know?
Yep. Vinnie, you you have no clue, Vinnie. You have absolutely, as you know, I'm a stakeholder in Simple Funding, as you know.
Yeah.
Well, working with Simple Funding.
And thank you for your support of this podcast.
You're very welcome. As you know,
you and your partners.
When working with Simple Funding, people call up, and just for the people who doesn't know how pre-settlement funding works, is that when you're in an accident, there's a value on your case. Well, you can call up Simple Funding and www.simplefundingllc.com, and you can take out an advancement on your case. So we will advance you a portion of your case up front for a percentage back. So people will call us up, and this is not everybody, but this is some of the people, a small percentage, and they will treat us like a teller machine. They will call every other day, and they'll go, "Yeah, I need some more money. I need some more money." I mean, Vinnie, it's like it's a never-ending thing. They think that this case is. I mean, they'll be an offender bender, and they'll think that their case is worth millions of dollars. And they'll call. I mean, it's unbelievable. It's like they see dollar signs and they can't. It's like a dog with a bone. They can't get this out of their mind, and they will get mad and they will cuss us out. And they'll go, "This is my money." Well, no, actually, it's not your money. Not yet, because you haven't settled your case yet. Mm-hmm. We're advancing you this money, and they'll call me everything in the book.
Yeah, but they signed with you.
Well, some of them don't. Some of them get mad and they'll try to go somewhere else, and then a week later they'll call back and they'll go, "Yeah, I'm sorry for talking to you the way I did last week," because they've called other funding companies, and other funding companies won't have anything to do with them.
Right.
And it's unbelievable how people. It just goes back to what you're saying. It's the greed. It's the greed, and it's no education, and people don't understand how this works.
I'm telling you, man, they get into an accident, they see dollar signs.
Yep. Yeah. That's all they see.
Yeah.
Yep. That's all they see is dollar signs. Now, that's not everybody.
No, of course not.
And that's not.
It's certainly not me. I listen. I was in an accident and tell me if I have a case or not. Okay, I'm driving. This woman changes lanes. She doesn't even look. She just changes lanes. Just boom. I smacked the heck out of her. Okay, because I'm just driving at a normal rate of speed. She's changed lanes right in front of me. Bam, her car spins. Okay. Now, me being the person I am, the airbag goes off. I come to a stop. I jump out of the car and run over there for I don't know, probably for a good 10, 15 seconds, I'm like, this is my fault. This is my fault. I hit this person. But I run over there, go, are you all right? Are you all right? And she's like, yeah. And she was a young girl, and you can tell she was scared, frightened out of her mind, because she knew what she did. She just changed lanes in front of me.
Yeah.
So my car gets totaled. Her car gets totaled. I get money from the insurance company because of the insurance I had. But I probably had a case against her.
Sure you did.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you didn't even file.
No,
Nope.
because here's what went on in my head. I'm telling you, when I say she was young, I mean, she couldn't have been more than 19 or 20 years old. She couldn't have been any older than that. And I'm like, this moron just switched lanes without looking and caused an accident. And that's it.
Yeah.
I'll get money for my car. Yeah. And I'll be able to get, put a down payment on another car or something. But you think I had a case?
Well, sure you did.
Yeah. What do you think that would have been worth?
Well, I don't know. It depends on your injury or how good you could have faked an injury.
Well, she fucked up my knee bad because it banged into the thing. It was sore and hurting for months.
You didn't go to the doctor?
No.
Well, see, that's the difference between you and someone, I mean, if
people will say that I'm the idiot.
Exactly.
Yeah. I mean, you and I are calling these people idiots for seeing dollar signs immediately. And me, I hurt my knee. I get my car totaled and I say, fuck it, I want to do it.
Well, see, Vinnie, you should have went to the doctor and got your knee checked out. Legitimately, you should have went to the doctor.
Right. Probably.
Not probably, because you could have trouble with your knee down the road for not getting it checked out.
Yeah.
Because, a knee is a very delicate thing.
Yeah.
But not the most delicate of your body. I mean, your neck and your back is probably the thing that you don't want to go unchecked.
For sure.
After being in this business for 30 years and doing what I've do, your neck and your back is the most important part. Don't let your neck and back go without getting checked out, because those are the things that will come back to haunt you the most.
For sure.
Now, knees, I've seen people get their knees hit and limp around for a year, and then it get better and never bother them again. But then again, I've seen people bang their knees and they'll never get better.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the problem that people have that they don't realize is if you get hurt, go to the doctor immediately. Because if you don't go to the doctor immediately, the insurance companies will say, well, you didn't go to the doctor for a week, so obviously you got hurt somewhere else in that week, and you're trying to blame it on us. That's their biggest argument.
Wow. Yeah.
So I'll always go get checked out. Mm-hmm. So I wouldn't always say. See, the reason I say that not all people who are in wrecks that go to the doctor are always seeing dollar signs, because that's not true.
Right. Of course.
It's just it's a very small percentage of them that try to game the system.
This episode is brought to you by the Accident Attorneys of Monge and Associates, voted the best law firm by the American Institute of Trial Lawyers. When life hits you hard with a serious injury, don't let insurance companies hit you harder with lowball offers and endless runaround. You deserve justice. You deserve compensation. You deserve to win. The Accident Attorneys of Monge and Associates have a high-powered legal team with a nationwide reach and the highest rating on the National Attorney Rating Service. Trial Magazine calls them one of the most influential law firms in America. They win big. Big results at trial court, appeals court, the state Supreme Court, and are recognized as award-winning litigators of the year. The Accident Attorneys of Monge and Associates handle everything so you can heal. Don't face this battle alone. The aftermath of an accident is traumatic enough. Medical bills pile up, pain overwhelms, emotions run high, and that's where they step in to shoulder the legal fight while you focus on what truly matters, your recovery. They are the first law firm to offer a bigger settlement guarantee. If they can't beat the amount of your current settlement with a bigger settlement offer, your legal fees are free. Ready to win your case? Find out in one phone call if you have a case and how much your case is really worth. Call the accident attorneys of Monge and Associates today at 1-888-477-0597 or visit them online at becauseyouwanttowin.com.
Most of them are just taking precautions. And some people, listen, Vinny, I deal with people who are seriously hurt. I've dealt with people with brain damage. I've dealt with people who's lost their arms. Listen, we'll talk about this case sometime in the future, but I dealt with a guy who got hurt and he lost use of his right arm and it was just hung there and he had nerve damage and he was in so much pain that he wanted him to amputate his right arm.
Oh, damn.
I mean, he couldn't use it. It just hung. It was just a dead limb. Mm-hmm. But he was in so much pain that he wanted amputation.
Yeah.
To relieve the pain. That's the type of pain this man was in.
Wow. Yeah.
So I mean, I deal with a lot of injured people, and I mean, all the way up to, I mean, we've talked about death cases on here before.
Oh, for sure.
And I've dealt with cases where people are paralyzed, and I don't know if we talked about the case or not. I'd have to go back and think about it. But about the gentleman who was injured, I mean, had serious injury, and he was in the hospital for a while, came out and was addicted to pain pills, and then OD'd and died.
Oh yeah, we talked about that recently. Was it a motorcycle accident?
I do believe it was a motorcycle accident. Yeah.
Yeah, we talked about that. Yeah.
Yeah. And
tragedy.
It was a true tragedy. And he never could get out of pain. It wasn't that he was a drug addict. He just never could get out of pain. Yeah. And I'll tell you what we will talk about in the future sometime is a rock star that I personally know, who was in a car wreck, and the guy he hit actually died of a drug overdose.
Oh, man.
From pain pills. Yeah. So we'll talk about that in the future.
Okay. All right. All right. Well, man.
So, after 30 years, the stories, man, they never end.
I know. I know. And I'm counting on it, Lynn, because I want to keep doing this podcast.
Yeah, but this 19-year-old girl, Vinnie, it was one of the most tragic cases, and I felt so bad for her mother and her two children. In a way, her mother kind of pissed me off suing, but her two children, who will never get to know their mother,
right,
is just heartbreaking, Vinnie.
Yeah.
It's just heartbreaking.
For sure.
And her not having the patience to wait 2 seconds to turn behind the two vehicles.
Yeah.
Is just, I mean, it's just, I mean, what do you say? I don't have words for it.
I know it's
what do you say to somebody?
Think about the kids. You got precious cargo back there, you
you
got off the phone, don't text, take a minute to think about what you're doing,
Vinnie, I have said, even when I was in high school, I thought one class that should have been taught that never was, and that was critical thinking.
Yeah.
I think that critical thinking should be taught from elementary school all the way through high school, through college.
Oh, yeah.
I think that would be the most important class that anybody could ever be taught.
Yeah.
Think about that.
Oh,
critical thinking could save so many lives.
Yeah. And how to balance a checkbook. That would have helped me out, Yeah.
I actually, when I was in school, I thought that this was stupid, but we had to take checkbook balancing and how to fill out an envelope when I was in like fifth grade, we had to learn how to fill out an envelope and how to balance a checkbook and all that stuff.
Well, I did the envelope thing, but I never did the checkbook thing. That would have really helped.
Yeah. I thought every school taught that.
Yeah.
And I went to one of the most poorest schools in the world.
Yeah, well, they taught you those skills because they wanted to teach you the skills to get out of the poorest situation. We got to teach these kids something. Yeah,
I think that the school I went to should be shut down. That's how bad it is. I mean, I really think that it should be shut down. I mean, I learned nothing in school, nothing, absolutely nothing.
Yeah, I didn't. There's very very few things that I still carry with me that, like, yeah, I was taught that in school, maybe some aspects of history, a couple of grammatical and punctuation things,
Well, Vinnie, did you learn how to read?
Yeah, you learn how to read.
Well, that's something that they don't teach where I went to school.
But math, but I had no time for math. I had no time. But buddy, I just did not like math. Matter of fact, in college, I was taking college algebra and failing for the second semester. And in college, and the professor called me into her office, and she said, Vinny, she goes, I don't understand why you can't just buckle down and learn this. It's so easy. And I go, it's really not that easy for me. And part of the reason, I guess, is because I see no use for this in my life. I go, I'm going to be an actor. I'm going to be a comedian. And she goes, okay, here's how it's going to be a part of your life. She goes, let's say you're in New York and you have a play you have to get to. You're starring in a play. It's across town. Well, here comes a cab. It's $1.25 for the first mile, and it's 75 cents every 1/4 mile after that, and you got to go 4 miles. She goes, what do you do? And I said, I swear to God, I said this. I go, I give them $10 and tell them, get me to the fucking theater. if that's not enough, here's another $5, whatever. And you know what she said? She goes, get out of my office. Get out of my office. Get out of my office. It's a true story. But it's really complicated. But she had a point because it's complicated math on those taxis. It's like I don't know what it is now. Yeah. But it's something like 75 cents every 1/4 of a mile or this or that or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, figure that out, Vinny. You what you do is you take 75 cents and times it by 4.
I don't want to figure it out. Math makes my head hurt. Dude, I'm telling you, that was the second semester I took college algebra. The third semester I was mercy passed. I know it. It wasn't her. It was a dude. It was Dr. Green. I'll never forget this guy. The nicest guy in the world. Strict, but just a nice guy. And I'm telling you, he mercy passed me. He said, let's get him out of here. Let's just get rid of him.
I felt sorry for you.
Yeah. I'm telling you.
Vinny, I went to school and I wasn't taught how to read or write or anything in school. It was horrible. It was everything that I learned.
I hated it too, bro. I hated it too.
Well, everything I learned after high school.
Same here.
I never learned anything in high school. We had the poorest. Just no education, none, no education at all. They didn't care if you got an education. Nobody cared. None of the teachers cared anything. Just the school should be shut down. It should really be shut down.
But I'm telling you, there's little nuggets of things that I learned in school that I still hang on to, and it's mostly stuff that I learned in history. Who signed the Declaration of Independence, what that is, different American history and stuff like that, and some writing. Rules of writing and how to diagram a sentence and stuff like that. And I can't believe I hang on to stuff like that. But everything else, the stuff that you need, how to be a decent person, how to, the stuff that matters.
Yeah.
No, I learned after.
Yeah.
Way after.
Yeah. I've taken a lot of schooling since I graduated high school because I love education. So
Yeah.
I have taken a lot. I've been to school a lot since I graduated.
It's different when you want to do it, when you want to learn it. It's different.
Yeah.
It's a whole different game.
Yeah. I still take college classes even today. I study at Hillsdale regularly.
Oh, nice.
I still take college classes at Hillsdale.
Nice.
Yeah. Matter of fact, I'm studying theology now.
Very nice.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep. I love theology.
Well, God bless you.
I just got done studying. I can't even think of it. Dante.
Oh, really?
Yep. That was a good one. Yeah.
The book. What is it?
Dante's Divine Comedy.
That's it. Did you read it?
I read it, and then I took the course on it as I was reading it, and I did Dante's Inferno. Dante's. I did the whole Divine Comedy, Dante's Inferno, all the way through Purgatory into what do they call the last one? Dante's Inferno, Dante's through heaven, whatever they call the one through heaven. I did all of them.
Yeah. No. I it's at the tip of my tongue.
Yeah, it's on the tip of my tongue. I've taken 4 or 5 courses since then, so it's hard to remember that far back.
Well, now, holy cow! I did not know that. That's pretty cool, man.
Yep. Yep. It's just pretty awesome.
Yeah. Oh,
yeah. And you know what, Vinny? You read a book and you don't realize how much of it you don't get until you take a college course on it and have a professor who really understands it explain everything to you.
Yeah, I bet.
And then you're going, wow.
Oh, that's what he meant. Yeah.
I didn't realize how dumb I was.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure of it. All right. Well, hey, we hope you enjoyed that. We got a little off track, but that's what we do sometimes. Thanks for sticking with us. If you like comedy, if you like goofball videos, check me out online. My website is Vinnie.com. That's VINNIE.com. Got all the links to all my social media there. Different stuff you can look at. If you're looking for someone, if you need to surveil someone, if you need to serve someone, ladies and gentlemen, Lynn Lambdin is the best. Tell them your website, sir.
www.lwias.com.
That's right. And thank you, Simple Funding and the Accident Attorneys of Monge and Associates for once again sponsoring this episode. Thank you very much for being here. We do so appreciate it. We'll see you next week.